protected wetlands. The EPA is threatening them with fines totaling $40 million on a lot they paid for $27,000. But they're fighting back. Their case is going all the way to the Supreme Court later on today. And joining us right now in Washington, D.C., Michael and Chantel Sackett. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we have talked a little bit about your case before, but to bring everybody up to speed, you were going to build your dream house on this lot. You paid $27,000. You got the permits to do the building. You put some gravel in, and then the EPA came in, Mike, and said what?
Well, first, I want to make sure that we thank you and the Fox people for having our case for over a year, and the people at the Pacific Legal Foundation for getting our case to the Supreme Court.
Well, it is our pleasure because it seems like quite an injustice. But the EPA did tell you what?
They told us to remove the gravel, put the property back the way it was, plant wetlands plants that were not native to the site, and fence it for 3 to 5 years. And
Right.
then they might let us apply for a permit to build after we made our property into wetlands.
Right, and Chantel, we're looking at some of the area around the lot. It is a dry lot, absolutely bone dry. There are houses nearby in the same area. It's not a wetland, despite what the EPA says. That's what your point of view, right?
That's correct. It is not a wetland. And we have scientific proof. We've actually hired experts to come out to the site.
Okay, so now, Mike, what your attorneys are going to argue is that the EPA can't just come in here and say, nope, sorry, you can't build it, or we're going to fine you all this stuff. You need due process. You need your day in court, right?
That is correct. Every citizen in this country gets their day in court, and that's what we want.
Because this is something that the EPA routinely does to people, isn't it, Chantel? And they never have a chance to fight back until now.
That's correct. They back you in a corner and they bully you. And they don't allow you to get your day in court. It's un-American.
Do you think, Mike, that this particular case, your case, which is going to be argued later on today in front of the Supreme Court, this really does have an impact on everybody watching right now who owns land, doesn't it?
That is correct. Anybody that owns a piece of property in this country, it could have an effect if they got into a issue, and not only with the EPA, but it could be with the Corps of Engineers.
Right.
You know, anybody that wants to build a new home or do some improvements to their property.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we should point out we did reach out to the Solicitor General's office of the United States, but they declined to comment because the litigation is currently pending, because they're getting ready for their court case later today at the Supreme Court. Mike, Chantel, this is a big day. Are you excited, terrified, what?
I would say both, but we're excited.
Nervous.
You know, it's a big step. We want to get on with our life. We want to build our home. We've been living in a rental house, and right now our life is in limbo. We don't know, you know, what's going, you know, where it's going to go.
Sure.
We believe we're going to win, and that's what we're going to do today.
Well, we're going to be watching and tell folks your case, because you know you weren't content just to sit back and let the EPA tell you no, no, no. You wanted your day in court, and you're getting it today. Mike and Chantel Sackett from Idaho, thank you very much, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.